Hey, welcome back, man.
Yes, sir.
Episode 23, Ign'ant Sports.
Yes. MJ
Big
numbers.
2-3, baby. We're finally there.
We are.
This is man. So we're covering the week. Okay, so we're still in like week, I guess 25 and like or 26.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
he ended up something around that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're doing the. It's not exactly 1 week since we did our last video. You know, we've only been in 2 days because the NBA
Exactly.
regular season is ending on tomorrow. Well, today now
Yes.
from when we're recording, but
Yeah,
Sunday
exactly,
10th. Yeah, Sunday, April 10th is when it is ending. So we'll get to all of the games that we had from last time, and we will get to those games tomorrow. But I think we missed something last time because we always start with NFL news, and we missed kind of a big one, honestly. So.
Yeah. And I attribute to the fact that it came out on, at least I got the news on the 29th of March. So then we did, I think, our taping like a day or two after that. So it was like, yeah, it's on the back of my mind. Like, not thinking about that.
Yep. No,
but,
I remember seeing it and then somehow forgot too. You know?
Yeah. But somewhat exciting news rule where in overtime, both teams will have possession of the ball now. And as we explained last time, it's like you can miss us with that.
Yeah, we're good.
But so like I kind of mentioned offline. I was like, it's kind of like this play-in tournament. How it's just like give those people like a little nudge, like, hey, like here's your second chance, you know. So and the fact that it was like. This is for the people who, if it works for you, and then it works, you know, it's for you. You know, if it doesn't work for you, then you know you don't need it. You know, so
right.
When the time comes, it's like maybe your team might need this extra possession chance. You know, like you were that Bills fan that needed that chance, but you know,
there might be some salty seven. Like if a 7 seed loses and they like the 1 through 10 7 seed doesn't get in, like they might be So we'll see it.
Oh yeah,
Well, how many years have they been doing this right now? Do you know off the top of your head? I know this ain't the first year. I think it's got to be the second.
I would feel like Max.
I want to say second.
I feel like Max second.
Because the year before that was the bubble year, and they didn't do it then.
Yeah, no.
Cool. Which kind of it makes sense in a little bit of a way. You know, it's like post-pandemic. They've got like this new style, this new vibe,
and then who knows? They might have wanted to try it in bubble, and it was like, well, COVID came, and I was like,
they might have been thinking about it for months before or years beforehand, and like now they're like,
exactly.
well, it's the perfect time. Everything's all different now anyway, so
right.
You know, they didn't want to change up the vibe, but now the vibe was already changed. So
definitely,
they saw room for improvement. Because like we were saying before, like mainly it's like a safety thing. Like we already have all the play. We don't need to see more football once we've already seen 60 minutes. Each team's had their 14, 15 possessions.
Yeah.
You know, plenty of times. And
I'm
go
happy.
by like yards or something then at a certain point. Like if both teams are like, you know, like into like do like have a specific kind of like, all right, well go into do turnovers then. Like, all right, well if this team had more turnovers, then you win automatically, like 30-30, but 2-3 in the turnover battle, you win. More yards, you win. Just figure some metric out that we've already done. Like, why they got to keep playing?
Right. Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, exactly for me.
Because especially when you have these games that are so impactful, and then they're gonna be playing the week after. We even had a couple of this could be Ign'ant Sports coming right at you live. I could have sworn there was a team that played overtime in the playoffs, and they played on like a Saturday or a Sunday, and like the times were a little bit messed up where they had like basically a short week, and it was the postseason, like a Monday, like wasn't there a Monday game or something?
Feel like
so they mess with stuff a little bit too much, man. Like just keep it standard, keep everyone safe, keep everyone like consistent. Like it's not that serious, man.
It really isn't.
Like just do 60 minutes, all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got our 9 NBA games to go through, and then we have our 15, I think, to choose from. We're only going to choose 14. We'll leave one on the board this week.
Yeah.
But so we'll just go through it as we normally do. As I remember, this first one was kind of a blowout. Probably don't need to spend too much time here. Milwaukee on Detroit. I had Milwaukee -6.5, over 228, and to win. All three of those happened. I got kind of lucky, honestly, on the 228 because that was a 4-point victory. But I feel like Milwaukee -6.5, you know, over Detroit. They're kind of depleted end of the year. They were putting up a fight. I know that I mentioned this a couple times, they stopped Boston when we were on like a really hot streak right before the All-Star break. And then later on, I remember winning a bet because they were like a 12-point underdog. And I'm like, no way, the 12-point underdog. But slowly throughout the season, they seem to have declined. So it all seemed like a pretty standard situation to me. Middleton put up 15, Giannis 30.
yeah, exactly. As what you expect from that game. So
Yeah, nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Sadiq Bey, 20 on Detroit, and that's all there is. Oh, Rodney McGruder. Yeah, that's the homie that you've mentioned a couple times before. Who I was like still like not even realizing that he was not like Scruff McGruff's like good friend Rodney McGruder.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm like, that's a real person, huh?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so
Oh
then we
man.
had New York Knicks at Washington Wizards, and this was that we had 2 games left on the board, and I was like, bro, you pick one, I pick the other, and like it doesn't matter because these are both tough picks. And you ended up going with, unfortunately, the Washington -1 above 220.5, and Washington to win. And I'm 114. Yeah, I'm still counting that up again. I'm like, that's almost there, but not quite. But only missed it
Yeah.
by like what, 5? Like yeah, like
What was it?
5.
What was
221. It was 221 to
two
get me
twenty?
over. So we're
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
at
yeah, yeah.
like
So what? So 6 to
16. Yeah, 6 because you were
yeah,
6
6 to
under.
go over. Yeah.
And but then Washington like not showing up. Did Chris Kristaps play?
Yeah, no, nobody played.
Nobody played. Okay,
No,
so
no,
and
yeah,
like that's
nobody
like one of those
played.
end of the season things. Like how are you gonna
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
But
And I think I felt like I mentioned that last time when that was when I learned my lesson when I went 0-5 in wins section.
right,
And I was just like, oh, you know what? That's it's the end of that season kind of vibe.
right.
So certain teams are not gonna play, certain players if they don't, get a slap on the wrist and then like they can get away with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I was like, this might be one of them cases because both teams are not making it to the playoffs. So does it really matter to play my stars? So
No, absolutely. So that was a tough one. That's a triple X for you, and I think I started with a triple check if I remember correctly. So this is a rough start, and I mentioned before recording that I was watching like the games live, not live. But I'm sorry, like I kind of waited for the replays because I just don't have enough time to sit there and watch a 3-hour game, honestly. But the replays, are more than enough in my opinion. Like check the box score, check the replay, and the first one that I saw was I want to say, this next game right up here was Cleveland
yeah,
at Brooklyn. It's the very
yes,
first game that I saw, and I'm like, oh my god, here we go. This is gonna be how this week starts. So like, even though we're going in this timeline, in my timeline, this is how we started here. So Kevin Durant, unstoppable as always. Kyrie,
as
kind of
always.
like showing up whenever he wants to show up. But
Yep.
was this? Wait a minute. Hold up. Was this at Brooklyn?
Mm-hmm.
And Kyrie was playing?
Mm-hmm.
When did that change?
I thought we established this
When?
at least a week ago.
I don't remember that.
I mean, I definitely don't remember well either, but
When was the first game that Kyrie came back then?
at least a game ago. Probably, or I should say, in our time, at least a week ago.
How can we check that easily? Like Kyrie Irving home games played. I guess
okay, I'm gonna try to click on his name. Yeah,
well,
like
I'm
let
gonna
me.
do the
Well,
opposite. Right? I'm gonna click
or
on Brooklyn and
yeah,
then
that.
go for that. Can I do that for games? No, it only goes by player. So let me go by schedule.
Yeah.
And then okay, so they just Terry, give me a list. All right, so
And then, what's funny? Because so it says at New York, but okay, no, because tripping. Yeah, I'm tripping. So yeah, the ones that don't say at New York. I mean, at a place. So yeah, he played on March 27th at least.
he played on March 27th.
Yeah.
That
So let's
was
see.
okay.
Yep, March 27th, his first one.
That was his first one.
Huh.
Got it. I don't remember us talking about that.
Yeah, I definitely don't remember, but
So
if
that's I.
that's some great NBA news.
Yeah, I thought I would have heard about that too. Like,
And we would have to go see because I feel like that made me. I mean, not that it wouldn't even made me more even confident. I mean, well, it made me more confident for sure that Kevin Durant had help.
I
Knowing
would have been
that,
confident regardless, honestly.
oh no, of course,
I
yeah, no,
didn't
but something like
that.
more confident, just
Yeah,
like
well, of
yeah,
course,
like
yeah,
just
but
like
still.
double down, like a
Okay,
double
well,
down.
because we were very like not long ago speculating like what will matchups look like in the postseason because we didn't know, with the whole
Yeah.
Kyrie situation, which apparently is no longer a thing. So okay, that will make basketball related news regarding the Nets easier to keep track of.
Yep, exactly.
Excuse me. Okay, so that makes a little bit more sense. Like that just kind of hit me. I'm like, huh, this was in Brooklyn. Where's your boy? What's your boy's name? Garland, Darius
Yeah.
Garland. So
Wait.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
I don't really get a chance to watch a lot of Cleveland games. So I guess this is really the first time that I just got my eyes on them.
Yeah, yeah,
I've been hyping
yeah.
them all season, almost every episode.
Yeah, I wouldn't say every episode, but I try to remember to mention him whenever we look at Cleveland.
Yeah,
So
no, I feel you. I feel you.
because that's the only name. Yeah.
There's some
I,
pre-recording, some inadvertent pre-recording ball busting there, basketball busting.
yeah. Yeah.
The favorite kind of pre-recording is the inadvertent pre-recording. When y'all are in that YouTube/recording life, you'll understand.
Exactly. You would definitely understand.
So nothing else too much. This is actually one of those blowout games in the end of it. So you had exactly Brooklyn was -7, then you had above 228.5, and then Brooklyn to win. So really just weren't able to have Cleveland hold up there. Like only one player held up
Yeah.
to their end of the bargain, and you
Yep.
only need what, like 4 more points, 5 more points. I'm looking at. You had, not yeah, 4 more points. You would have been there. You
Yeah.
needed
Yep.
229, and you're at 225. So it's funny too, man, because like now when I'm watching the game, I'm like counting, I'm like they're at 150, they're at like 170. It's like oh my god, like where, like when did this happen? I feel like it literally
Exactly.
happened to me like tonight. Like I never really felt like I did that before exactly tonight. And I was watching the games before we were recording. I'm like, 50 was, oh no, it's starting. I can't enjoy the game anymore. Because you know what it was? There was a game, I forget exactly which one it was, and maybe when we talk about it later, it'll come back to me. But like one of the teams, I was like, all right, they're winning. But I was like, wait, they're winning too hard. No, stop winning by this much, you know? And I'm like, I need this over to cover, you know, and y'all to win.
I don't know. Shall we move into the real betting?
Well, is that where my luck will turn? I'll mention my record
Yeah.
after we go through all these games because I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie, I considered that after I was like, I'm like, my record is what? Anyway, y'all are looking at it right now, and you should be thinking the same thing because I don't know basketball, man. This is all luck. I swear to you, most of this is luck. Either that, or you know, it's a hidden talent. So we'll find out
All right,
eventually.
we will find out eventually.
All right, so what do we have after the Cleveland
The
Brooklyn?
Houston Toronto.
Oh yes, the luckiest of the luck
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
It's almost fantastic luck, man. So I feel like the least lucky element of this was the first part, the 14.5, because that just seems like a big number to begin with. Because Houston's got some shooters, you know, like they can
Yep.
get some points up. Above 228.5. If Houston's gonna be not get, if they're gonna get blown out, it's gonna be under 225. But I called them to not get blown out, so I figured I'll pick the over on that. And then Houston to lose, I don't know, felt like an okay bet, just because they're not that great, and Toronto was favored by almost 15 points, so that seemed pretty safe there. I just didn't think I was going to skirting it that close with that.
Yeah.
And it's funny too because you mentioned it before, like kind of the up and down and like how they had to get lucky at the end there, and I'm like looking at like the
Like
graph
Houston was
here,
up
and it's like
literally
up, down,
by
up, down, up, down.
yep. Yeah, like Houston literally had a 15, 17 point lead, and
Mm-hmm.
they just squandered it, and especially Jalen Green not coming through. When I saw the results, I was like, dang, lost by two.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dang, he won. I mean, or I should say won by two, and I was like, let's go see Jalen, right? Like I was thinking Jalen's gonna have the 35, and like Kevin having the 8. It was like the other way around. I was like, come on, Jalen, where you do your part? Your boy Kevin is here to show up.
Right.
When I'm watching the highlights, man, it was looking like Westbrook. Man, shot out 3, hit the backboard. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I was like,
Is what it is,
yeah,
man. Sometimes you get
not
lucky.
tonight.
Sometimes you're good. This time I got lucky. Especially on that over
Man,
under was what was it, 228.5. So I was only 3.5 points off on that too. So this whole game could have been different by like an 8 point swing. Could have been 2 losses. You know, 10 point swing
really
could have
could have.
been. No, actually, it would have been quite a bit for Houston to lose. Like Houston, for me to lose that Houston bet, like they would have. Toronto would have needed to win by like 13 more points in addition to the 2 points that they won by. So that's a tall order. But yeah, call it an unexpected, 3-3-3. So yeah,
Yeah.
start off with a triple check, triple X, triple check. Same pattern I'm seeing here. Let's go to all right. So this is like our first head-to-head, man. We had like a legitimate head-to-head on this one. We had a bit of a last week I had my one call out. I'm like, all right, man, I think Charlotte might be a sleeper pick, coming into this postseason here. And I'm just looking up the rankings here, and I'm like, Chicago, they don't seem like an XYZ. You mentioned what was it, Levine and DeRozan. And it seems like only one of them remembered they had a game that night. And DeMar kind of forgot he
Right.
was an all-star. He thought he was just
Exactly.
chilling.
Yep.
2 points ahead of Patrick Williams, 2 points behind Kobe White. And yeah, that's just how that game crumbled, man. Like you have DeMar going off for like, 35, then that would be plus 18. And now they win by 2. But he didn't, and they didn't. So this is how that game went. I had Charlotte with plus 2, which was kind of crazy because that was just me. Like, I didn't think that. I guess the road difference was why, but because we don't really, we haven't really seen maybe any pick'em games for the NBA. Like, have they called pick'em at all? Do you remember seeing any of those yet? I don't think so. It's just because in NFL we had at least a couple of those. So you would think that we would have had at least that because like this would have. But they had,
Yeah.
so they had Charlotte plus 2. Above 227.5. When Charlotte goes off, they go off, man. Like, this is one of those teams that puts up like 150 in regular sometimes.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
when
I
they
do.
do, they do. And 2 nights ago they did, and then Charlotte to win. So yeah, you getting off easy this time because I talked most of my shit on the first recording.
Right. Because I was gonna say I'm gonna talk some more trash. So yeah, like and I'm pretty sure I said back then I was like the fact that Lonzo not being there
Right.
will give them the edge. Who knows how much defensively, for sure, a little bit offensively.
Right.
The man averages a 13, so the
Mm-hmm.
13 would help just a little bit, missing 3 points.
Yeah.
So but funny thing though, talking about the whole playoffs, your little sleeper pick, yeah, they sleeping because they're gonna be in the play-in at 10th seed, so they better be winning from here on out. So
Hey man, that's
what
that's the
is
point of a
the
sleeper, man. If they were in the favorite position at all, then they would be a waker, not a sleeper.
they better be wide awake.
Yeah, I
When
think they're ready, man.
it
They
comes out.
young too. That's one of those things. Like, I feel like Terry Rozier is like one of their oldest players, so like they're pretty good right now. I'm pretty confident. Isaiah Thomas is coming back a little bit here and there. Who else they like? LaMelo was going off too, man. So everyone was pretty. They came through for me, and they made it easy too, man. Like, if you look at this graph, man, ooh, Chicago had the lead for about, what was it? 38 seconds.
All
Oh,
right,
okay, I'm sorry.
exactly.
Yeah, no, about a minute and a half. About a minute and a half, and then the rest of the game literally was just all
It's
Charlotte.
just
So
like, yeah,
it was what it was.
pretty
But
much.
that was another. But ooh, so now that was a sweet one too, man. For a triple checker on that one too, that made that extra. So yeah, this is not looking like the best of this week. A little separation took place, but we're going to that postseason. We got those double points coming up, so you never know what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
All right, so we're breaking our record, man. We've crossed the checkpoint. We are on to Atlanta, Miami.
Yes, we are, and
That was me. I had negative
yep,
three and a
that
half.
was you.
And my first X, when I got to this point, when I saw Miami check, I'm like, am I gonna go I'm like, what's going on here? And then they smacked me back down to reality, 228 and a half. No, not even close. Not even close. Like 7, 8 points off. And then
Yeah,
Miami to win. I felt like Miami to win was an easier call. But truth be told, bro, Atlanta gotta show up, man. Atlanta puts up more than 109 consistently. Who are they not playing right now?
exactly. Gallinari could have been that extra 5 points to win because he only had 7 for that
Mm-hmm.
game, unfortunately. Clint, same thing. He probably had a little extra more because I feel like his Clint is more if I remember correctly, him and Trey are the ones that scored because Bog
Yep.
came through with 25.
Bog is
So
back, baby.
Bog said, "Hey, I did
Mm-hmm.
my part." But the
Exactly.
man I did speak of, we could say, what do you want to call me? Not a sidekick, but co-host. Gave you the co-host blessing, and I talked about that man Tyler Hero.
Yep.
And
Yep.
look at that, he came back with his 15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if that 15 wasn't there,
It
boy,
did
you.
help. It did help. I mean, bro,
So
I didn't even acknowledge this already, but Miami won by 4. I had them by 3.5, so that was that first half-point victory of the day.
exactly.
So it's all
Yep.
good. I'll let Miami. I'm sorry. I'll let it. Because honestly, I was thinking too. Like, I don't know why I went with Atlanta. They could have scored more. I should have been saying Miami should have beat them by more. Because then they would have covered and won by more. Like, if Atlanta scored more,
Exactly.
then I lose with the Miami back. So I needed
Yep.
Miami to put up more points. Honestly, that's really what it was, man. I need Udonis to be out there shooting, not talking, man. Getting into fights with people.
Exactly.
Old ass Udonis like causing the ruckus, man.
Man, oh my gosh. So that was like, oh wow. But that's it. That's up his alley. I was like, my
Yeah,
man's be ready to
exactly.
throw down.
Exactly.
Ever since I knew about him.
Oh man, if we had some
Yeah.
Oladipo action, that would have been the one, man. Didn't he get to come? That could have been my 7 points. Wouldn't he back though? I could have sworn I seen him back at least in some capacity lately.
Yeah, they don't have him on the inactive. Maybe they just taking it easy. They're like we're going towards the end. We just keep
Maybe
him. They probably keep him in
they
rotation just
played.
in
I want to
practice.
see if they played him against Charlotte. They did not play him against Charlotte. Did they play him against Toronto? They no, he did play against Toronto. So he played 2 games ago, but he did not play 2 nights ago. Yep, fair
Okay.
enough. So thanks, Victor. Enjoy your rest.
Right.
But it's all good. It's all good. Wouldn't have gone undefeated anyway. I'm horrible. I know I missed. No spoiler alert. So Portland
Yeah.
at. I mean, what? Ugh. Anyway, so this.
Yeah.
So what a
But
way to get burned on your first time trying to take some points. You had Portland plus 18, and they would have needed to be a 51 point underdog to
Man.
what is this?
I was like, is there somebody else with Luca? Because I was like, dang, Luca. I'm sure you put a high 30 and 39. You know,
But I
that's
78 points, 13 in the first
bruh.
quarter, 9 in the fourth.
When I seen that box score,
The
I was like,
second
yeah.
and the third are respectable, but man.
I said when you see a 13 in the first quarter, I said okay, not too bad. It's third, but then when I saw that ninth at the fourth, I said yeah, it's a wrap. You're not winning
This
any
is the what
league.
I just looked like a legitimate like yo, let's just call it a season. Like
Yeah,
what are we out? Like we're talking injury and all. Like what are we out here for? Like let them score. Who cares? Just go. Like we're gonna practice again next season. We're gonna play.
yeah.
But
I
50
was just
points.
like
Like that's why these end of the season games are crazy. Because when you took the 8 points at
crazy.
18, I'm like, that's pretty good, man. That's probably what I would have. Dude, there's no way I would have taken Dallas to go. No, there's no chance that I would have taken them to beat Portland by more than 18. So I would have lost that too. And then on top of that, that hurts you in the unless I'm doing my math wrong. 221.5. You had the over that did
Oh
not
yeah,
cover,
yep, yep.
right? Because
That
you
definitely.
would have needed.
They barely made the 200.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm looking here. Like unless my math is terrible, then Portland to lose. Woo! You got it, baby. You got
Oh
this.
yeah, yeah. I always try to get that one right because I'm like, that's kind of the ease because you never know what kind of.
Well, bro. We did NFL, and man, we were wrong all the time. So we got to at least get that right, and even then, we still don't get it right half.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be. I thought about that today. Just like, yeah, we definitely gonna see those over unders. Like, man, how that? I can't wait for that to happen.
It's gonna be an
It's gonna be crazy.
interesting NFL season coming up. That's
Yeah.
for sure. Man, both the starters and the bench look like the same score when I'm looking at Portland here. This is a sad box. I can't even look at this game anymore, dude. This ugh.
Yeah. Don't, bro.
All right, we
You're
got two
gonna
more
wash. You're
left.
gonna wash your eyes out.
Yeah. All
Yep.
right, so now this one, bro. This one I got some words to talk about here. So
Go ahead.
I looked at the box in here because I was just doing the everything because like I kind of like watch highlights up until I realize I can't watch every game right now. I'm running out of time. Let me just check the boxes
Mm-hmm.
and then go from there. And so
Mm-hmm.
I checked the box. I'm like, all right, cool. So we had Phoenix was my pick. They because I remember I called that. Phoenix getting points, bro. I mean, they gave Phoenix 2.5 points. So that was funny. I took that immediately. Now over on the 226. Maybe Utah is just bad. I don't know, man. Phoenix didn't put up their half either, so maybe it was just a bad pick on my part. And then I had Phoenix to win. So I saw it. I'm like, all right, because like this score at the end here is what I expected, basically. I'm like, all right, cool. But then
Hey.
I'm watching the game. Did you watch this game? Did you check the box and all that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, so like, I thought I did a counting error. I literally had to go back and check the box. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm going into this fourth quarter. They're down by 17 and they win by 6? Like, that was my thought. And then it's, I think, 7 minutes left. They're down by 10. I'm like, and they win by 6? It's 2 minutes left. They're down by 2. And I'm like, they win by 6?
I was. You should have seen. I was rewinding. This is the video I spent the most. I was like, where was it?
Like how? Did
I was
they
like,
just imploded
like
Utah?
I was like Rockets. You understand for losing their lead. I was
Yep.
like, but you guys like you don't have like I was like no discredit to Phoenix because this Phoenix has been a great consistent Phoenix. Like I'm happy for them.
Of course,
One of
100%
the
agree.
best teams for sure in the last decade.
Hmm.
But I was just like, I know they're good, but then I was like, they turned up their defense that much, and defense was turned up, and shots were still going in. That's the only way you can make a comeback.
Right.
And I was like, hey, that's something Utah, y'all gonna have to talk it over.
Yeah, they're gonna have a long off season
It was
about that
funny thing
one,
because
man.
they just had a meeting talking, so it was just like, y'all might have to have another meeting again.
And you know what's crazy too, man? I'm checking the box right now. I was like, this didn't feel like one of those games. Phoenix was 6 from 19 shooting from 3. I'm like, it felt like 2 points at a time, 2 points at a time. Just stop and score, stop and score.
That's
2
all
points.
it takes.
46 of 92 field goals. Okay, so bro, where's the twos, man? Why can't they just tell me like? Because they tell you the threes, and they tell you the whole field goal percentage, and I'm like, where's the twos percentage? Then they tell you the free throws. So we'll take
Right.
we'll take the 6 away. So it was 40, and they had 19 attempts though. So take those 19 away from 92. So they were shooting pretty decent, man. They were shooting like 40 and my terrible math real quick call it like 63, something like that. 63.
Yeah. No, 73.
73?
Yeah, 73.
Okay, 73. So 40, 73. So that's over 50% from the field of non threes, So pretty good. But yeah, they just kept chipping away.
Yep.
Mhm.
What was I gonna say? The fact that I don't even remember, but yeah, just yeah, Utah. You oh,
Yeah.
yeah, like when that was another one where I was like, oh, looking at the box scores because after seeing that 9, I was like, oh yeah, I mean, I was like, we looked at them before, but I was like, I really want to look at who's horrible box scores 13 in the fourth. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not winning in this league.
Yeah, two teams putting up 13 in the fourth quarter. One of them happened to be Portland. The other one was Utah. So that's a sorry club to
Yeah,
be part of.
exactly. So nah.
So that I had what was it? Okay, that was a Phoenix. Yep, a 2 check in the X. That was that. And then we got last game was OKC
OKC,
at
LA.
LA. Yeah, this was like one of those. This is like the second game that I saw when I was doing all my replays. I'm like, oh my god, man! I got the Brooklyn game first, and I got this first. So I had to pinch myself after this, man, because this was the biggest discrepancy week that we had so far. I want to say. And then we're looking at LA 120, OKC 101, because you got 2 out of 3 on this one. So I was like, my god, he's starting off strong. He's gotten like because you started off 2 out of 3 twice, and I'm looking at this. I'm like, and I didn't get to any of my games yet. I'm like, man, the first game I got is gonna be
Right.
that was the Charlotte Bulls game, and I'm like, I'm gonna lose this one, and I'm gonna anyway. So seeing LA come through, yeah, that was it. Always feels bad seeing LA win. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Especially
this is
because
one of those.
you know why too is because they kind of had to come back to win by as much as they won by, because they were only winning by like I'm looking right now. I'm looking at basically going into the fourth. So let's see. It was like up by 4 going into. Okay, so let me check the third and fourth quarter. 11:40 in, they're up by 8. Okay, so around that time was when they started to take the lead, and then they really didn't give it back at that point. So they made it easy for me in that regard, but it still hurts because you watch the first 3 quarters and it's like close enough, and I guess OKC never actually had the lead. Now that I'm looking at it, it felt. Wait, yes, It's so weird how they label this. Like,
It's like it's
because the way it's all purple, like in the shading,
exactly.
it looks like
Usually they because there's two clear different colors, so it should show
right.
better. But yeah, sometimes.
I guess.
You know what? I think when the game is over. Oh no, but then I didn't do that for the other one, huh? They didn't do that
I don't
for
think so. Here, let me
they
click
didn't
on
do that for
the.
the Chicago, right?
I'm just gonna click on one of the previous games, and it'll naturally take forever to load. Okay, so I'm just clicking on my internet would naturally move slowly when I'm trying to click on something.
All right, trying to do
example.
something else. But yeah, no, it's weird. It's because I thought about that too. Because I was like, because I did that too, and I was like, I guess they never had to leave, but I was like, no, that's what these dips are for, right? Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Okay, so it looks like that median line, like there's 1, 2. I don't know. Whatever, man. I scroll past it and it tells me the numbers, and I do see sometimes when OKC was ahead, but it was really early in the game. It was like the 25, 26 kind of range.
yeah.
28, 27 OKC. So all my main point is like they were winning it first, going back and forth, kind of slowly lost lead. I'm like,
Yep.
y'all can lose. It's all good by me, but just don't lose by more
Right.
than what you did. And it was
Right.
what it was. So you had 8.5, and I was like, that's a pretty good number. Got that. Then the 27.5 you had over. They did not top that. At least OKC, if they're gonna suck, they got to suck enough to not let you get that over. And then the
Exactly.
young dub coming through for the double hurt for me.
Yeah, I was just like, this was one where I was kind of like, kind of being funny, but not because I was just like, it'd be crazy if SGA comes back for this
Yeah, I
game.
was hoping for it
I
too,
was just
but I was
like, but
listening for
then
the
even if
name.
he doesn't, I was just like, can my new starters? I was like, can y'all actually come please and play like this is what I expect y'all to play like y'all like y'all stars in a G League like
Yeah, yeah.
these guys and that's what they did and I was just like now if we could get these numbers when we actually have LeBron James and everybody else like that'd be great we
Yeah,
can
it's kind
actually
of crazy how y'all started to pop off as soon as the season's over.
like there's like because they be like we popping off against nobody so we
Right.
can have great defense and we're not overthinking things stuff and stuff
True,
like
true,
that.
true. Yeah, a lot of overthinking, man. Basketball is a very mental game, especially with how
It
long
is.
it is. So,
Yes.
yeah, to bring. So what we have. So I'm looking at a 5-7 on my man. All right. And I only say that because your boy over here goes 13-2, the inverse of what you went last week, actually. So
It really is.
so that's got me on my high horse right now, I can't lie. I'm looking at our scores final. We got 63, 55, and 1. I mean, that's still a good score, man. Like if you're betting money, you're still winning, or at least breaking even after the house takes their cut. But then I look over here and I see 80, 38, and 0, and I'm like, okay, I know I'm getting lucky, but like, when will this luck end? So we will see.
All right.
We will see.
We will see.
If I add up correctly, I want to say I have a 16.5 point lead because you got the half game and I'm up 17 on the win, but you got that tie, so that would be 16.5. And we've got double time coming soon, but for today we only have, unfortunately, I would say, because we have 15 games, so I guess what we lack in diversity of each well, I guess not diversity, but we lack in options for each game. We
Yes.
make up for with additional games because we have every
Yes.
game to choose from, but we don't have the totals. We can't do over under, which is I guess good for us because I suck at them anyway.
Right. I see.
But yeah, so I think it is
Yeah.
your pick
Okay.
this
And
week. You go
yeah.
first.
Yeah. And just making sure it's still counted 15 because just another side note. Off cameras, we had only 13 to work with, and then
And then it
decided.
updated, yeah. And then
Yeah,
they
decided
started
to switch
popping. And
us.
at first, we only had a Tuesday game down here. Now we got a Tuesday and a Wednesday game. But we're gonna
Yeah.
ignore both of those for pick
Yeah.
sake.
Yeah. We're like we're gonna
Maybe we'll hit
we're
those
gonna
on
stick to our
Disc
normals.
on Monday. Maybe we'll do those on Discord or something like that. Sneak those in
Yeah.
since it's just the
Yeah.
1-1.
So all right. Did I see my team? Yeah. Okay.
You better, man. If they bowed out this early, I'd feel bad.
Yeah. All
Every
right.
team's playing. They're like, no, we're gonna take our
So
vacation right now.
yeah. So yeah. I gotta go against them. Going Denver. Cover the spread and well, yeah, and then Denver for the win. 'Cause there is no just Denver. Denver.
I can't even
I forgot this.
find what.
Oh, at the bottom,
Okay. Thank you.
basically.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
looking at. Okay, so you got Denver 7.5,
Yeah.
and to win.
Uh.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, is what it is. So where my boys at? And like, if I know they in here, I know they fight.
Yeah. Game playing against
Oh,
Memphis.
that's right. I was like, is this the game that we thought was too spicy to handle? We thought it was we're gonna be close to a pick 'em too, right? And look at that. This is probably one of the closest ones yet to a pick 'em. We're just talking how we haven't had a pick 'em yet, and I think 1.5 points is probably the closest we've had. So, and we were
Hmm.
speculating beforehand because this was one of the 13 games. This was one of the two that had not popped up yet.
Yes.
So we were
Not
like,
popping.
what's that spread gonna be? And I know this is a tough game to pick, man, but I can't go against my Boston yet. They're a 1.5 point favorite. That's crazy. All right. I guess I'll take the Boston 1.5 point favorite to win.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, give me Phoenix. For winning at least, but let's see the 13. I think they could do it. Come on, Phoenix.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see
Come
why
on.
not. At home, end off the season on a big. They don't seem like one of these teams is going to start slowing down at any point in time until they got that
Yeah.
ring in their pocket next
Exactly.
season. Dun-dun. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's see. What's some big? Well, you know what? Normally, at this point, I would start looking for some like big totals to go like under, or some small totals to go over, or something. But now there's nothing to go off.
Yeah, just
So
don't need the spreads. Like which spreads looks crazy? You can be
yeah.
like, why does it look crazy? Like,
Which
I see one.
you know what it's like? Which spread looks not too crazy? That's what I'm looking for. Which spread looks like I'm looking for like that mid range. Like I don't think that's that. Where's my boys that did me good last time? Where's my Charlottes?
At the top.
Ooh, there we go. All right, man. 11 against Washington. I'll take that. I'll take Charlotte and the win.
All right, I still go crazy. I'll go down. I'll get to the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and
Uh
Utah
oh.
better not lose to no Portland.
Oh, that is crazy. You taking the 19.5? They got to win by 20 or more. The Portland. The
No,
Portland.
I want to.
The
I actually want
Portland
that.
that just lost by 50 points. That literally mailed it in.
Right? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Right? Yeah.
I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
know, man. Like, because before we were talking to, I was like, I would never have taken them before. Now I'm like, I definitely. I'm thinking Portland to put up any defense or offense.
Yeah. That's yeah. Yep. Everything.
Like I'm not trying to hurt myself here, but I think that's probably the smart pick, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Utah, because they got to win by 20. I think that's pretty reasonable. Especially after that
Yeah.
embarrassing loss to
Yeah.
Phoenix, they're gonna want to beat on a little team like that to make themselves feel good.
Oh yeah, definitely. They would definitely do
All
that.
right, so you got Utah negative 19.5 win. All right. Let's see.
Yeah,
So
San
the top,
Antonio,
so the top three.
Dallas.
Yeah, I was gonna say the bottom three are done. Oof, damn. The Battle of Texas. That's. I don't want to have to bet against my boy. Well, I guess I could take the points. Ooh, I'll take the points. Yeah, let me take the points in San Antonio. I like that. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go spicy.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the points San Antonio and for a bonus because they're plus 350 potential bonus. Who knows? Maybe Dallas will like sit Luca.
Okay, wait. So you gonna
I'm taking the plus 9 and I'm taking San Antonio to win because if they win, I got plus 350. So that'd be 2 points.
Okay.
That's my end of season spice.
Okay.
I'll put a little bit of Texas Mesquite on that.
That's funny. Okay, let's see. Is there anybody else that can do something like that? I saw
You
this
got- you
this
got a
Philly
couple
Detroit,
of-
but I saw this Philly Detroit, and I was like, nah, I don't believe it.
Your
y'all.
OKC is that you've picked a couple times. They're plus 385.
Yeah, I saw, but I was like, I don't think not against this Clippers. But I'm gonna go choose the Clippers though. So Clippers to cover the spread and for the win.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I just can't quite do it. Not unless Clippers really did. Wait, are we? Are they in the running? Yeah, they are. Yep.
Yes.
So
I feel like George
I
is enough
mean,
to push him over the edge, right?
yeah, yeah,
What are they, like a
definitely.
seventh, eighth, ninth seed?
Yep, 7-8. Yep,
Yeah.
yep, 7-8.
We're getting there, man. We're finally getting there. You know, at the end, we're finally getting caught back up to it. I mean, because the NBA is like one of those things too, where like you get some change, but like once we're next season, we'll be on it. You know, it'll be good.
Yeah.
It'll be good. We got all summer, boring ass summer, to get caught up on NFL and then get caught up on NBA and all that.
Yep.
So this looks like a tough one, man. I know we're not trying to talk about the games before we pick them, but the one right above that OKC LA game, like, ugh, I don't.
No, no, you said that's the one I just chose.
No, I'm saying above it. I'm not.
Oh, okay, okay, that's what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay, I heard you wrong.
I'm trying not
Okay.
to say the name, so like the
Yeah,
subconscious
yeah,
saying.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So that
so
one,
yep. Then there's the one
the
above
one above
that,
that
and
one,
then the one
yeah,
above
and
that
above
one.
that, yep.
I think I like that one though. I think I want to take Toronto. Give me
Okay,
Toronto. I'll swallow the 5, and I will take them to win as well. So Toronto negative
okay,
5 and to win.
all right.
Like looking at the line, I'm like, nope, nope, nope. Yes, we'll go with that one.
Oh shoot, how did we pass this up?
What?
Give me Brooklyn. At least 16.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
mm,
It's a big number. It's crazy too because these numbers are big, but end of season makes them seem smaller because you don't know what's gonna happen.
right, I do it. Yeah,
Yeah,
Brooklyn all the way.
all the way. I like
Mm,
it. I like it. While you were saying that one, I feel like I saw another one that I like too. Oh, you know who sucks right now? I took
who
battle.
sucks?
Bro, I'm taking battle of the. I guess I can't go there, man. I was gonna say something that I shouldn't, but you'll see the vein that I was gonna go with there. So I took battle of Texas. Let me go with the battle of Florida.
Right.
Let me see the battle of Miami versus Orlando. But we keep this Ign'ant as sports, not Ign'ant as nothing else. So
Right.
I'm gonna go all the way with that one too. I'm gonna take Miami for the both.
Okay. You know what's crazy? So I was like, oh, how can I have pass over this Milwaukee? But
Hmm.
would you look at it though? Look at that spread. Why do you not have the minus? Why are you giving the minus to Cleveland?
They must
Is
know
it
someone that
they must know Giannis is not playing,
right,
right?
right, right. That has to be like that's like, as soon as you mention that, bring that up. Excellent catch, excellent point. That's my first inclination as well. Right now, we got to set the over under on how many Antetokounmpos play the game. Is it going to be 1 point? Because there's 2 on the team.
Exactly.
So is it
Exactly.
going to be 1.5? I'll set the line right now, man. Antetokounmpos that play the game that play 1 second or more. I'll set it at 1.5. You can take the over under.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna leave that up there because I want to bet the Cleveland. Because why wouldn't
Yeah.
they play? I don't know. Forget it. Let's get spicy. All right, Cleveland.
Okay, okay. In Cleveland is they are a sleep. They're that other sleeper, man. That Darius Garland
Yep.
sleeper 7th pick is it, or are they the eighth? Yeah, 8th pick. It looks like
Yeah, I'm like eighth.
because the way they put the line now, it's kind of confusing because they're like doing it
It
for the
is. It
tournament
really.
and
You
then the
would.
cutoff. Whereas
Yeah,
I would have thought they
you
would
would
have
have
done like
thought.
the 8th seed and then the next
Hey,
two, been like who barely made
exactly.
it because
Yeah,
they're making
they
Brooklyn
yeah.
and Cleveland. They're lumping Brooklyn and Cleveland in with the Atlanta, which is weird, man. These are 2 pretty good 10th and ninth seeded teams. So it's weird, man. Like the West has always had like more wins, better team. Like the top has always been better in the West, but this
Hmm.
middle right, like this is a strong, strong middle for the East, and I haven't seen it this strong
Yeah,
in a long time.
and a cool minute.
Yeah, especially because like when you look, like even like Golden State's fallen off. Like Dallas is okay, like Denver. I'm sorry, Utah just mailed it in, and I know they got
Yep.
like a lot of wins, but still like when you picture some of these matchups, like I think some of these Eastern teams really could match up with some of these Western teams if they were to ever go. I know we haven't really brought this up on the show before, but they've mentioned potentially going to like a you wouldn't do it by like West and East, you just go by seed all together in the postseason. So like it don't matter at that point.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
and I always would have been cool with that personally because it would make things a little bit more fair. Like more teams would get to play out of conference postseason without it being the finals. Like
Right.
I think it'd be cool to have Boston play LA in like a divisional round too. Like why not? Because why can our rivalry postseason only be limited to finals appearances, which we do of course get to
Exactly.
more. But
Right.
nevertheless, like it's still cool to have the other matchup too. Like why not?
Exactly. Let's see. Maybe down the line.
Maybe down the
Down the line.
you'd be cool with that if they switched it up to that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I think that'd be
down.
cool. But
Yeah.
okay, so
Cause I always
you were
wanted
saying
certain teams
you
to
took
play.
Cleveland on both the negative 6.5 and to win.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yep.
looking at because we're gonna and so we're both assuming that Giannis is sitting.
Yep.
So
And
we'll update that on next episode, see where we ended up. All right. I already bet against Orlando. That was one of my safer
yep.
picks because you know what? Let me.
So the Detroit Philly.
Let me take Detroit plus 15, Philly to win.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like Detroit's a little bit better than that. I know they just got smacked up by the aforementioned Milwaukee by 30 points, but without Giannis playing, or who knows what Philly's gonna do too, man. Like maybe they're gonna sit somebody here and there. 15 points is a lot. Hopefully they don't want to go out like suckers.
Right. All right. Yeah, neither one of us just chose Atlanta, Houston. Right? Nope. Nope. Nope.
Nope.
That one. And then what's the last one?
There's a couple I think still.
Just two more.
Okay.
I think the Chicago, Minnesota. Yeah, according to my list. So.
Well, did anyone take Golden State, New Orleans?
No.
No.
What the heck? Oh, so then I got the other ones wrong.
So Golden State, New Orleans, Chicago, Minnesota.
Oh, you remember because extra that is,
It's
okay. So it's gonna be there's three extra. That's what it is.
Well, there should be two at the end, and we'll pick between one.
So yeah. So okay. So it's the Detroit.
You
no,
pick
Detroit,
first, so I'll get a choice between the two end games.
Yeah, it's what we're saying. Yeah.
After you.
Okay. So lucky for you, yeah, I can't make it tough on you. Just like, yeah, you gotta choose this game.
Yeah, well,
all right, so let me see.
Yeah.
Okay, Golden State, New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
But the New Orleans is not. You think Clay is gonna just carry them for the win?
Clay, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond, I guess. Jeff Green. Jeff Green. Am I thinking?
You know what? Let me go back to what I was doing.
Am I thinking wrong?
True. I'm trying to remember. Like, is he still there? Was I okay? Wait, was I confident on the Atlanta, Houston? Yeah, give me Atlanta. I'll take them.
Take Atlanta is they're a 10.5 point favorite.
Cool. Yeah.
And then to win, I assume.
Yeah.
All right.
ATL. So yeah, you had the choice between the Golden State or Chicago, Minnesota.
Absolutely. Sorry, I'm just checking real quick. I really.
Yeah, I do too.
I
was like, I felt like I did.
Because if he's not, he then. You know what it is? He's not, but but he just got his ring from when he was on like one of these winning rosters lately. So I seen his name lately. No, I was just thinking Draymond. I guess is the only green that they
yeah.
So yeah, I guess it'd just be Clay, Wiggins, James Wiseman.
Yeah, because he's on Denver right now. But he was there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, well, yeah, because that's right. You said the ring. So, yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
So
but like, I'm pretty sure that was the team he got the ring from. But I don't know, man.
Yeah. I feel like it.
Anyway,
but yeah, go ahead. But yeah, that's
so. What are my two games I got to choose between? Is it Golden State, New Orleans?
Yeah, Golden State, New Orleans, and the one
Chicago,
right above
Minnesota?
it. Chicago,
Cool. Keeping it easy. All right. Let me.
Oh,
man, Minnesota is 6.5 points. You know what? I guess I'll just ride with Golden State then. He said lacking confidence.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll take Golden State -3.5 to win.
Okay.
I guess. Okay. I mean, whatever.
Let me see. I wonder what do they? Because I'm looking at his roster. I'm like I'm not seeing a GS, a G, anything. I could have swore.
What are you looking for right now?
Jeff Green.
Oh yeah.
He was Denver, Brooklyn, Utah, Houston, Washington. He was everything but Golden State after Boston.
Yeah, we're just confusing him, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
He just seemed. That's the problem when you go to every team, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And wait, so he was he ever San Antonio?
Never that.
Who am I thinking that was San Antonio that was like, it was either a Jeff or it was a Green. It was one of those two. He was like a 3-point. Danny Green.
Yes, Danny Green. Yeah, I'm like, that Green. Yep.
Too many common names, bro, in this NBA. It's crazy. Because I feel like they're both pretty decent at the 3-ball. I think Danny Green's probably better. But
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's just what I remember them. All right, cool. At least we got that out of the way. And so was Danny Green ever on Golden State then?
Oh, maybe, yeah, no, maybe
is that what I'm thinking?
Maybe, but okay. So maybe that's why, because of the green. Because other than that, I was like, I felt like I see another tall dark man.
I don't see it though. No, he was Lakers, Los Angeles Lakers. That's it.
Okay, yep.
Nah. I
really feel like I could put it.
This league moves around so much. That's what happens too when we take a 2-year kind of break.
You know what? I feel like it might have been too. You know when they be like those kind of like rumor pictures as I putting those out, or like especially people like when it's like very little talk of, and people would just start making their own photos.
Yeah.
Or or just in general, just people like I wish this person was played on this team,
I
but it
still
never
feel
did
like
happen.
we're you know what, man. When I think about it, or if we do it, we'll bring it up another time. But there's a player who's like of that kind of ilk, of that caliber, who was totally on Golden State, who we're just kind of missing right now. I feel like it's like right on
Exactly.
like the tip of my tongue. It's going like right above our heads. I smack myself in the microphone or in the headset. But yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, so we'll do maybe on Monday we'll do a couple Discord picks for the Tuesday, Wednesday. It's only one game each, and then we'll figure it out. You know, we'll go from there. We'll see who makes the who wins those two games first of all, and then I guess we'll just go from there because we'll see because maybe we can't even record on that normal day. We might not even have games to choose, so we'll have to see how the schedule all lines up. We might have to actually
Yeah.
wait until the regular kind of playoff start.
Playoffs, right? Yeah, 'cause we're gonna read more into this play, and now
Right.
that they were finally here, we could try to wrap
I
our
mean,
head around it.
absolute worst case scenario, maybe we get an extra 2-3 days break or something like that. But yeah,
Yeah,
we'll be on it. We'll be on every game. We're gonna do like we said before, double points for every playoff pick. So if they give us the totals, which I would assume they would, we still we kind of speculate that maybe these totals are a little bit too hard to predict, so they just didn't give it to us. But not really sure
yep,
why. But as long as they give us the totals, we'll have those those three options. So a total of 6 points now per game, which would be pretty cool. Because yeah, we got some gaps to hopefully make up for not. And I was even thinking, man, if this happens, you know how right now we pick only the if we pick the favorite, we would never pick the other team to win because yeah, I might start though because I might start
yeah,
hedging my bets, go 1-1-1-1-1-1. So if I can just make 1 point every time, 2 points every
right.
time, that might be enough to just keep the lead. Because I thought about that too a couple weeks ago. I was like. In reality, like it's a game, like we're trying to beat the other person. We're not trying to like make the
Yeah,
most money. We're not trying to do this.
yeah,
Like the game is make them like in our sense of the game, it is a it ends when the season ends. So
yep.
yep, we'll get there. We'll figure that
We
out.
will.
What did we do last time? We did Super Bowl was 3 points. I want to say.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
finals will be
We
three
end up going with
points.
that. Yeah, we end up going with that.
But I'm saying, so you want to do finals will be 3 points as well?
Yeah,
Cool, cool, cool.
yeah.
All right.
Excuse me.
And actually, yeah, we'll have to figure out some kind of like, what do we even? Because we each had like a team, we each kind of ended up picking it. Because like I liked Bengals, you liked LA, so we'll kind of have to figure out something. Because if we both like the same side, then that's going to be impossible to choose. Because we only choose right now the different game slash series slash matchup. So we'll figure it out when we get there. We'll figure it out when we get there. Hopefully that's how it lines up. Though. Hopefully it's like they're not too different. It's not like a 8-9 point per game lead, and like one of us does genuinely like the other one, or maybe we'll just have to one person picks first, the other person picks first, and whoever gets it gets it or something. We'll figure it out.
We'll leave it to a coin toss.
Yeah, right.
50-50.
Exactly.
We'll leave it to Smash. Settle in Smash.
Man, soon enough, man. Soon enough. I'll see you
Yeah.
in a few months, man. We'll settle it in Smash.
Yep, yep. We'll be coming out with some exciting news, but when we get there closer to that date,
Yeah, that'll be cool, man.
we'll be saying some ideas that we got.
All
Yeah.
right, man. But yeah, until then, I can't think of anything else unless you got any closing thoughts.
No, besides, like, comment, subscribe,
Yes.
check out that Discord in the
Bro, I'm
description.
thinking like about do like some kind. You know how I do my giveaways for Pokemon, man. I'm thinking about hosting some like kind of like free roll, like viewer versus us, man. Like I want to get one, man. I want to get one person, man. We're gonna get
Oh
you.
yeah.
We're gonna get one of you
Yeah.
in that Discord. I don't care if I gotta put my
Exactly.
own money up out of my own pocket. Be like $5 if you can beat us in like this particular bet or something. Like yeah, you gotta participate. A, you gotta participate. B, you gotta beat us. If you do, I'll send you five. I'll cash app you $5. I don't care. Just think.
All
I
right.
want to get one person, man. I don't care. Like that'll be my advertising for the video. So if we can think of
Yeah.
some kind of contest like us versus them, then
Yeah, it just reminded me of this one that of the guy I sometimes mention, Chisel Adonis. There is a simple yeah, I think it was for the NFL, right? For ended where is you just simply just pick the team. Like I think this team's gonna win for this week,
mm,
and I did it one time. And yeah, but I think you do have to put up just a little bit amount, like a $5 maybe. Maybe there might be smaller amounts, different kind of just change up the the bracket size.
yep.
But yeah, it was so simple. And you just come back and be like, "Did I get the most points?" Because it's like it's you versus the whole world, basically, really. But because he was like you versus me, he's like, "Let's see who gets."
Well, let's see if anyone's actually watching this video at this point. So how about this, man? I'm gonna throw this up right
Exactly.
now, free roll. If anyone goes into our Discord, we got the link in the description. Any of my picks, because I'll only put up for myself. Any of my picks, because that's the only ones I got my confidence in. Bet against any of my picks, and if you beat me, I'll give you $5. Only in one of them though. So like, you can take, like, you can't bet like, all against all of them. Then if one of them hits, then you got me. Like, you pick one, you put up there, be like, this was the one I think you were the most wrong about, and I'm putting up my free $0. You put up 0, I'll put up my 5, and if you beat me, then I'll cash app you that. But so if someone made it this far, and if someone's confident enough, put that in. But I'll put that at the beginning of next week's episode, or next episode we record. So if people want to start getting in there, we can get that in. We'll start rolling that out, man. And then that way, when we advertise the video, it's like, yo, $5 challenge. All right, $5 challenge now. Y'all better come for the money, man.
Possibly.
If y'all ain't coming for the money, that means y'all got enough of it as it is. And I don't know too many people who got too much money. So
exactly.
All right, so you better be spreading some of that with us if you got it. You better be putting up that $50.
Man, I would love to send some my way.
All right, I feel that, man. So let's get that rolling. That's our first challenge in there, and we'll think of future things as well.
Yeah. As always.
Cool, man. Yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share that challenge with your friends, and we will see you all in 4 to 5 days, probably, hopefully.
Yeah. We'll just see you in the next episode. We'll just keep it at that.
We'll see you next time.